So that piece was about coming into the safety of the ark. And as I heard that piece of music, it made me think of coming into the safety of coming into wearing military armour. And so please forgive some of the imagery in this next poem, because the sense that I'm trying to convey in this poem is of going from soft to hard. And the imagery I use is of waking up in the morning and not having any clothes, and then going to the bathroom, having ablutions, and then putting on clothes. And I should mention that I wrote this when I stayed with my brother Paul, who lives in South Lake, and my bedroom was there, and then the restroom was there, and in between there was another room with a ladder that came down. So when I was sleepwalking to the restroom in the morning, I had to avoid the ladder, and so that's part of the poem. This is called Private Path to the Private Bath. Or putting on the armour every morning. The access route being blocked required avoiding of the ladder, but once the door was locked, there was avoiding of the bladder. And thence my daily pattern, as I'm not a fan of dirty, is read the word of God and bathe by 8:15, 8:30. As I languished in the bath among the bubbles, I was lathered. I wrapped at first the towel, then the belt of truth, it's leathered, to which the plaque of righteousness securely could be tethered. The helmet, plaque, and shield are so unyielding, each is lacquered. Now washed and fully showered, I should mention this. I should be wearing this while I read this poem. So a bit of cultural background. In England, in the First World War, if you were a conscientious objector, ladies would come up to a gentleman and they put a white flower in his lapel. It was a bit of an insult, really. It was saying you're a coward. But if you're military, if you're good with a gun, like the Tedford's boy Joseph, and if you can hit a really fast-moving bird, and one of the fastest-moving birds is called a snipe, then you're called a sniper, and that's where the word sniper comes from. And then if you shot the snipe, you take one of its feathers off and you put it in your hat, and that's where the phrase "a feather in your cap" comes from. So the location of the feather is significant, because you're either a coward or you're a pretty good military man. I should have told you that at the beginning. Anyhow, here we are. Now washed and fully showered, I am far from being a coward. The feather in my cap and plume confirms that I am feathered, and now with sword I'm ready to destroy the speckled leopard. A wondrous thing it is, a polished body suit of armour. It gives the polished gent the down-to-earthness of a farmer. I've armour on my feet as well as on my upper half, and the Lord of Heavenly Armies is going to fight on my behalf. So, if my enemies are feeling anguished, they should, because by the blood they have been vanquished.
Amen.